If you see the food that they are giving to their, they gave to staff, to nurses in lawsuits, you will be weeping for Nigeria. The same thing, those ones that are helping the government, they don't have gloves. They are recalling people that are supposed to be on holiday among the health workers. Guess how much they are giving to them? 5,000 naira. 5,000 naira to come and lay down your life, to come and fight coronavirus. 5,000 naira. Do you think anybody will want to go out there because of 5,000 naira? The lockdown is actually very good because that is what we have to do to ensure that we don't spread the virus. And but the aspect where people are complaining about is the way Nigeria, the federal government, doesn't have capacity for anything. We are so surprised that we have grown in this nation. We were given birth here. We didn't run away. But all along, we have known that our federal government has never made provision for anything. Our health system is not good. The education system is not good. Our power system is not working. And yet now when we have an emergency, the government is still telling us that they don't have capacity to test everyone. I have been talking and I've been asking myself, if you are asking us to stay at home, we are locked down, and yet there is no way you are going to test everyone. So how do we know? Like we heard in the news now, that the federal government is still looking for 2,023 passengers that came on a particular flight, the flight over time. They don't know how to get them. They can't trace them. The information, the data they are giving on the manifest is not true. So where are we going to be in Nigeria? That is the fear. The first meeting that was held when this outbreak happened in China, we heard that all the world leaders, they were afraid for Africa, and now it's playing out. We don't, like they were announcing yesterday now in Lagos that they are going to give bed. They are mentioning 300 bed space, 500 bed space. Meanwhile, we are having thousands of people. And from where they have capacity as usual, the people, the provision they have made in terms of isolation centers are not even enough. In UK, they are overwhelmed already. The nurses, the health workers do not know what they have to do. In our own situation here, I have one of my colleagues on my group. If you see the food that they are giving to their, they gave to staff, to nurses in lawsuits, you will be weeping for Nigeria. The same thing, those ones that are helping the government, they don't have gloves. Now Lagos is locked down, Abuja is locked down, and Ogun State is locked down. But it's in the news that where they are starting transfer of money or funds to people is Nasarawa. So now, see, there's so many things that are not adding up, and it's not that. And I should even thank the followership of this nation that they are calm, that they know what they are doing, and they are and they want to be led with good people. But unfortunately, we have not been very, very lucky to have the right leadership that we want. Because how do you explain where you have been collecting billions? My son was asking me this morning. He said, "Mommy, there are so many things that people have been collecting. All these billions, they are borrowing billions, and we can't. Nothing seems to be happening." The head of the what is it called? The Association of Health Workers. He came on air telling them they are recalling people that are supposed to be on holiday among the health workers. Guess how much they are giving to them? 5,000 naira. 5,000 naira to come and lay down your life, to come and fight coronavirus. 5,000 naira. Do you think anybody will want to go out there because of 5,000 naira? People that are staying at home alone in America, in UK, they give to them minimum, if you are an adult, $1,200. We may think that it adds to nothing to them over there, but by the time you convert it, you will know how much it is. Then we are talking about people around here that are already poverty-stricken. I tell you, they are talking about diabetes, they are talking about pneumonia, they are talking about people that have hypertension and whatever. The state that we are in Nigeria, if coronavirus should do more harm than we are talking about, the casualties are going to be many, because already we are depressed. We don't have what it takes. We don't have the immunity on ground. We are not eating well. We don't have anything. I have been following this on air.
So do you think the government has done well by allowing people to come to the market for now?
In fact, when I heard today that they can work from 8 to 2 p.m., I was like, who is advising the government? Because people are already dying at home. Depression is killing them. And people, like I said, we are on a hourly, not even daily, hourly based economy. If people don't go out to sell pure water, I just went to one woman, I was pitying her. Herself and the son, they were there selling ugu. How much? I look at the totality of everything, of the wares that she is displaying. That thing does not worth more than 1,000 naira. And she has been out. If that woman does not sell that ugu, she won't be able to feed her son. Not to talk of many people like that. So, for coming out, yes, it's good because it's going to relieve people a little bit. They're going to restock, they're going to sell and see something to eat. But what is the permanent solution to all those things that we are going through? We're not talking about this COVID-19 period alone. When are they going to be ready? When are they going to have capacity? Yet, we have so many of them displaying and oppressing us with the wealth that they have amounted, that they have gathered together from general resources. They keep distributing these resources to their own selfish interest. We see the houses, blank houses, unoccupied houses in UK, in America. Only when they want to go for holiday, they take their family members. I just wish that if these resources are invested in our economy, do you know how much is going to what is going to be the ripple effect of that investment? They are saying that all our ladies, they have turned to prostitutes because they want to maintain their job. How will they not do that? I just imagine all the money that all our leaders, our politicians are repatriating, siphoning to all the other developed economy. If they are within here, nobody will tell a lady to go and sleep with anybody before you can meet your target in the bank. And so also in all industries and in all areas of this nation. So we are just appealing. We are calling on to our leaders. We need responsible leaders. We need people that are going to be sensitive. We need those ones that are going to be selfless, that they are not greedy. And if they look at it, all this money that you are putting together, for how long? If you are very lucky, you are going to spend 100 years. But we are looking at the impact you are going to make on humanity. They tell us that our youth are lazy. I haven't seen them. Honestly, when you go to Yaba market, you will know that our youth are not lazy. When you go to Aba, you will know that our youth are not lazy. They are creative. They know what they are doing. They are determined. They are rugged. The only thing that they're asking for is an environment suitable for them to be able to make into profitability what they have gotten in their head. But where is the environment? When you see our children travel abroad, they excel beyond what mouth can explain. It's because the environment is conducive. The environment is conducive, and I keep telling people, I have done research myself. All the entrepreneurs, those ones that are making things happening in Aba, in Yaba, in everywhere, in Koputa village, what they are saying is that if you should just have power, and it baffles me. All the money, all the loot of Abacha that we have brought back cannot fix our power. How do we explain this? All the monies that we get from our oil revenue cannot fix power, and yet institutions like a Redeem, like Babcock, like Covenant University, they are living on independent power supply, and they have uninterrupted. These are institutions under our nation. So how come that we as a nation, that we are very rich, we have the resources, we cannot even make power uninterrupted? And again, we heard from the news again that all the neighboring countries that we are supplying, they are owing us, they are not paying, and yet we are keeping to the agreement. They have uninterrupted power supply, but we, that we are the owner of the power, we cannot enjoy it. So sometimes I look at myself and I sit down and ask, if I get to the power, will I do the same thing? And I ask myself, when they get together, they are holding their meeting and they sit down together, what do they think about? And I bet you, ma, if all of them are thinking about tomorrow, not the immediate gain, not the selfish interest, we won't be in this condition that we are. Because do you know what will happen if they think about the masses? They will just take little that will give them convenience, and they will make sure that every other person is comfortable as well. But here, what we see is they get the money from the public resources, they share it, and they are giving a kind of extraordinary life to their children. You see their children celebrating birthday, celebrating wedding in the air, in the ship, abroad. They go to enrich other economy. What happens? And I was looking at my governor, Ekiti State Governor, when he was elected. He said he wanted to do strategic meeting, and he said Ikogose, that hot water source is one of his major priority. And do you know what this guy did? He gathered all his cabinet officers, and they went to Dubai to go and have a strategic session. Someone who wants to revive Ikogose. So if you want to revive Ikogose, are you not meant to take your strategists and go to the hotel there and lodge there, and they will see exactly what the condition? I look at it, our voice might be very, very low and silent and not really up there, because you know, in this nation, if you say the truth, nobody will listen to you. We love to tell ourselves what we love to hear, and we are not ready to make any solution. And I look at people now, I can't imagine 5,000 naira for a life to go and save people that are infected with coronavirus, and the kind of food that they give to them at last suit. I saw it, I was crying.